Mr. Lion called for a meeting of all the animals. And all the animals attended except
the monkey.
Why?
See? The monkey's in there. Now you're supposed to also attend that meeting. But to get to the meeting, you have to swim in a crocodile-infested river. How are you going to get there? Thank you. You have gotten the flow, don't you? Yes? How do you do that? It's full of crocodiles. How do you get there? One person, yes? Beautiful. The crocodiles are in there. So you just cross. Simple, don't overthink things. And that's why I started with that because I don't want you to overthink what I'm going to present, all right? So my name is Veronicah, Nyokabi Ngechu. I am a counseling psychologist. I have been practicing for the last 7 years, 34 years old, a mother, a wife, a friend, fourth born in a family of 5. What else? And I'm the introvert of the family. Imagine that. Imagine how noisy the others are if I'm the introvert. So that's me. And I've been given the privilege of coming here to talk about online counseling, right? I know within your programs you had seen tele-counselling. But I'm going to talk about online counseling because it's a place I have specialized in and been practicing in for the last couple of years. So thank you, Madam Anne and the entire SPU for giving me the privilege. I don't take it for granted. It's a great privilege to talk to you as future counselors and even present counselors who are here. So I'm going to start by giving you my journey. Can I give you my journey? So 2018, I was working as a counselor and teaching counseling, right? Then I decided I had taught long enough. I'm going to practice, right? And so I decided I'm going to open a farm. And I did, and a farm I did open. And the start was slow, as always, as all things usually are. It was steady, consistency. It kept growing. Then what happened? COVID? COVID happened. So now you're moving from a space where physical meeting of clients is dangerous for your health. What do? I have a steady number of clients. These clients need the help, right? But here is COVID, and we've been told no physical, the distance. And by then, my office wasn't even big enough to keep the 3-meter distance. So what do? And that's how I began online counseling. That was my journey to online counseling. Now, I'd like to move because I'm a teacher. Thank you. I was feeling a bit constrained. So because I had to move and make them move so fast, by 2020, technology had moved but hadn't been able to it hadn't been able to give us the necessary tools to do therapy, right? So what does it mean to do therapy online? What does it mean to do online therapy? Before even going to what does it mean to do online therapy, I'm going to say that the measurement indicators for successful therapy is the same, whether you're doing online or you're doing face-to-face therapy. So that means that at the end of the day, the measurement indicators of growth within your client should be the same. Research has shown from what I have researched is down from 2010. Tele-counselling has been growing, and so research has been coming out that is showing tele-counselling does not only compromise, but actually increases the outcome of growth, all right? And with one big advantage, there is more consistency in terms of clients' attendance. Why am I bringing that up? So that you don't think that tele-counselling is an option. It's actually a fully research-backed way of going through therapy and taking your clients through therapy, right? So that means that if you're taking a client through online counseling, the measurement indicators of growth have to be the same. Competence, contentment, creativity, right? See, that's how we measure. That your client comes in, once you start working on them, they have to come out more competent than they came. They have to come out more creative than they came. They have to come out more contented than they came. in. And within that, you should be able to see behavioral change in terms of decision making and problem and assertiveness. I know I'm talking to therapists, to counselors, isn't it? Yes. Now, what does it mean then to be able to acquire this, to be able to transfer these skills? It means that you have to be good. Hii haina shortcut. Right? Because face-to-face therapy gives you an array of, so you've done skills of counseling. What are some of the skills? Listening, good. Posture, sola, Ile sola. We know these things. I want to assume we know these things because I've been given 10 minutes, right? Now, I want to highlight a number of skills that are critical for online counseling. Why are they critical for online counseling? Because online counseling does not give you all the privileges of face-to-face counseling. Why? In my experience, I've had to see clients whose video is off. So how do you sola? How do you see? Normally we test anxiety by legs. Simnonanga mguu. Client anakuja. Let me show you. You do understand that there's a lot of language that can be taught by how our client comes in. A client comes in. See, this has already told you something. The client comes in, you're seated there, they do this. So you already know something. Then they do this. So you already know something. Now you don't have that in online counseling. All that is because they show up. Hello. Now there are some who don't even want their video on. Meaning you don't have nonverbal cues. Right? Some people, they don't even have the voice on. What do they want? Text. So that is why I'm telling you, the skills that you have to be on point. Why? You're going to be depending, well, you had 19 skills, you might be depending on 10. So it's not just understanding, it is getting very competent in them. And which skills are these? One of those skills is active listening. Do you know you can listen to a text? You can listen to if someone came and told you, texted you kuja, and someone texted you kuja hapa, can you get the tone? See, sometimes you read the text and you're like, uyu ni nini? How do you know? You can read text, right? You can hear text. That's what I'm saying, active listening. By definition, active listening is not just listening to what has been said, but what has not been said. That's a skill you will need to fine-tune. The second skill that I would like you to focus on is advanced level empathy. This is a critical skill when it comes to online counseling. Why am I talking about advanced level empathy? Because there are sometimes you have clients who are off video and are crying. Right? How do you know somebody's crying and they are not doing? There's a client who is off video and is very angry. You know, sometimes when we have the face-to-face, we can see the clenching, we can see the face, right? What happens when you don't? Advanced level empathy is also known as the gut. It's also known as it is the ability to walk. Remember, it's an advanced level. It's an advanced version of empathy, where you're able to walk in your client's shoes, see their worldview, be with them, be able to predict the emotions that they're about to express. But more than that, what are they not telling you? What is your gut telling you? What have they not said? Right? There's a client I was seeing the other day. And they had tested and they had passed positive for suicidal ideation, right? But the client kept telling me, but I'm okay. And I'm like, how often do you think about it? Si sana. And then I was like, and I knew. And they wanted to rush me out of that topic. And something told me there's something I'm not hearing. And so I asked them, how many times have you thought about it this week? And they said, almost every day. Did you think about it today? Yes. If you were to do it, how would you do it? And they said, see poison. And I told them, do you have it? And they said, where is it? Iko hapa. So not only did they have suicidal ideation, they had a suicidal plan. Was it something they came and told me? Could I see their face? It was gut. It was the gut advanced level. See, that is a skill you've learned. No, some of you are looking at me like, aye? That is a skill you've learned, right? So practical counseling means that you're going to have to be very present. Very present in your work. Now, technology has helped us. It has given us a lot of privileges in terms of we can see clients anywhere. And you're coming into therapy at a very awesome time, right? Where technology has developed to a level that it's assisting us in our work, right? So part of what I love about online, and by the way, 90% of my clients are online. 90%. And within my firm, I have 3 therapists. So I have a full workload and 3 other therapists. So I'm not saying something that is not there, right? So within, if you're coming at a place that is, you're coming at a point where it's beautiful, in the sense that you're coming at a point where people have resorted to technology as a solution. See, people are working from home, right? At a point where who thought that we one day would not be wearing ties every day or skirt suits? And people are measuring outcome even while working from. That is beautiful for our profession because what it means is people are also open to seeing a therapist online. And why is that important? One, it is cost effective. If you're going to set up a practice, right, or if you're going to be working for anybody, it's very easy to set up because all you need is a laptop and reliable internet. It is very easy to set up. I have set up a practical office and I have set up an online platform. You cannot compare the costs. The costs are very different. The other one is that it's very convenient. I can work from anywhere. I started waiting for you for a while and I had 2 clients who I saw where? At the parking lot. While waiting for, look, I didn't have to move. I didn't have to. Convenience. Right? It also allows for anonymity for clients so that clients would never have come into therapy are now easily coming into therapy because of the anonymity nature of, remember there are some people because they are known, They are known. See that people who are known, media, people who are popular, individuals who hold certain positions, and they don't want to be seen getting into a therapist's office because of the stigma that still remains in mental health. They're able to do it very easily in. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Wonderful. So it means that you have the world at your feet. Right? So I would say 10% of my clientele comes from Nakuru. And I live in Nakuru. 10% comes from Nakuru. Another maybe 40% or 50% comes from outside. Let's say 50% comes from Nairobi. The rest come from outside the country. So I'm talking to Nigerians. I'm talking to people in the States. I'm talking to people in Canada. I'm talking to people in... Because one of the niches that you don't understand is that we have very many diaspora clients who do not relate to therapists in their country. So they don't want to see a Caucasian therapist. Who will they see? Sini nyinyi. Yeah. How do you connect? You have the world at your feet. And so my encouragement to you is get going. In fact, you're coming at a wonderful time.